a second video this week, and I am keeping my word on that. In here, you'll be getting all of my picks and predictions for week 13, but we are going to be doing it in a little bit of a different way. My sister, Spencer, is going to be here with us, and we are going to be multitasking as we also decorate for Christmas. Still gets the job done. You'll know what to do for week 13.
Jingly bells, jingly bells.
Welcome to my living room.
Jingly bells.
Fun fact, everyone, these were actually our stockings since we were little fetuses. So yeah, take a prediction. Who's this who?
Ooh, can you bring me a Pepsi?
Sure.
Thanks. So the game that I am most excited to watch this week, I think I'm not alone on. I think there's a lot of eyes on this game. It's the 8-3 Browns versus the 8-3 Titans. You save my life on a regular basis.
I know.
Who do you think's gonna win, the Browns or the Titans?
The Titans.
Why?
Because they are better than the Browns.
Short but sweet and pretty accurate. Who's the best player on the Titans?
Tom Brady. I'm just kidding.
No!
I don't know one person on the Titans.
You've never heard of a man named Derrick Henry?
I've heard of him. But I didn't know he was on the Titans.
That's like the only really important thing about the Titans.
Well, I really know who's on the Eagles. Let alone. I know Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert. We just picked him up.
That is the only three.
Hurts.
Okay. Who's our really good running back?
I thought Zach Ertz was running.
I don't know. As I literally have my nails painted Eagles green, I'm wearing an Eagles sweatshirt, I have an Eagles phone case, I have failed you.
We're gonna need a new Christmas tree skirt.
Okay. Anywho, before she puts me in any more pain, back to my game of the week, and she was onto something with taking the Titans over the Browns. Now, while the Browns are a good football team this season, this is the best we have seen them look in a very long time. All of their wins are games that would have been embarrassing if they lost.
I need your help, so when you're done.
Okay, hold on. Short hiatus. This is what I was summoned into the attic to get. Along with a Webkin, I'm breaking things, along with a Webkin's reindeer because she's sentimental and we still have to leave this out at Christmas time. Waiting. Oh, you need me? Yes. It's not ending. The three losses that the Browns do have were two legit teams. Two of them divisional against the Steelers and the Ravens, and then to the Raiders, who are also legit contenders this season. So I'm not totally sold on the Browns. Last season in the playoffs, the Titans took me by surprise, but this season they just come out and continue to prove that they are the real deal. However, for some reason, when Derrick Henry is up against the Browns, he has his worst games. He has more receiving yards against the Browns than he has rushing yards. Am I actually concerned about this at all though? Nope. Oh my god, we might see Derrick Henry get off to a very slow start, but even if he does, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think he is going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing the Browns defense until he breaks free, and then once he does, there will be no stopping him. I am so excited to see this game because this is going to be old style, nitty-gritty football because both of these teams rely so heavily on their run game. And even though she really didn't know what she was talking about, I am sticking with her word here. The Titans are going to be the better team here, and I think it's safe to take them -5.5. I think they're going to win by at least 1 touchdown.
Thought so.
You're just so smart.
I know.
Before we talk about any other games though, I do want to give an update to how this living room is coming together because it is going to look like Santa threw up in here. We didn't even get over here yet. Here we go, the tree isn't decorated. And so far we just have our zoo of singing animals on the couch. They will be scattered. Here we go, we got the boxes and the lights out. The only thing that kind of looks really cute right now is the mantle, but that isn't even done yet. Okay, what game should I talk about next?
Raiders Jets.
The last time we saw these two teams play each other last season, the Raiders were definitely favorites, and the Jets completely blew them out 34-3. There is also a lot riding on this game for the Raiders. They were in the playoff picture, now they are only in the hunt, and from the way it's looking for these wild card teams in the AFC to get into the playoffs, they're going to need 10 wins. And right now they're sitting at 6-5, and I hate to say it, but it's kind of reminding me a lot of last season where they started off strong, things were looking good, and then they kind of went on a downward spiral. Also, if the Raiders lose this game and the Chiefs win against the Broncos, then the Chiefs automatically clinch the AFC West. And while I think it is inevitable that that is going to happen, I don't think it's going to happen this week. The Raiders just had a horrendous loss to the Falcons that is not going to happen 2 weeks in a row.
You know what you're talking about. Stop questioning yourself.
Oh, thank you. They are going to come out on top here over the Jets, hands down, no questions asked.
I hope so.
I would hope so. Now the spread here is 9. Do you think they beat the Jets by 9 points?
Try like 80. They're just good.
Yes, Derek Carr played embarrassingly terrible against the Falcons. Before this Week 12 loss, Derek Carr was having a very underrated season. I think this is just going to be a hiccup, and I don't think he is going to go out against the Jets and get embarrassed like that again. I know that he didn't have one single touchdown pass. I know he fumbled 3 times, and I understand he threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. And on top of their brutal performance, there is a long list of injuries for them going into this game, including wide receiver Nelson Aguilar and star running back Josh Jacobs. They are both currently listed as questionable, and there is a chance that both of them do play in this game. Ooh, you should do that again. Even with the long list of nightmares going against the Raiders right now, their terrible loss to the Jets last season, their terrible loss this past weekend, their offense struggling, the list of injuries, I am still not worried for them at all. Right now, DraftKings has them at a -9, and I honestly think that's safe. So there you have it. Raiders -9. Safe bet. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, a quick update from Adam Schefter literally 30 seconds after I just filmed my tangent on the Raiders versus the Jets. As of 2 minutes ago, it is officially confirmed that Josh Jacobs will be out against the Jets, but from everything I saw, ow, my legs like crouching like this hurt really bad, I'm gonna come over here. From everything that I saw about his injury is it really wasn't serious, and there was a very real chance that he was going to play this weekend. The way I'm looking at this is they're confident that they can beat the Jets without him, and so now what they're going to do is protect him so that he doesn't get any further injured, and they can have him to win the must-win important games towards the end of this season. Doesn't change how I feel. I still like the Raiders odds. Okay, update over.
You're less than perfect.
Would you take the Rams or the Cardinals?
The Cardinals.
Wrong.
Damn it.
I'm also just going to say it. The Rams are the most boring, good football team I think I've ever witnessed. Ever.
Really?
Really.
Got it.
They're good. Like, they're really good. They have the #2 defense in the league.
Who was #1?
Steelers, baby.
Yada, 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 yada.
Okay. Do you want to know why you're wrong for saying the Cardinals?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
All right, is the anticipation killing you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The last 6 times that the Rams have played the Cardinals, the Rams have won, okay?
Okay.
You got it?
Got it.
Now, it's not only just that the Rams have won all of these games, they have outscored the Cardinals in these 6 games 195-56.
Okay.
Like, combined.
All right.
So that's a lot, wouldn't you say?
I would say. I would agree.
Okay. This is also the Cardinals being the number 2 offense in the league against the Rams defense, which is also number 2 in the league. Okay?
Got it.
Now, please tell me you know who is on the Cardinals offense that we adore, we love almost more than anybody else on this entire planet. He's, in my personal opinion, the best wide receiver in the entire league.
Oh. There's 2 that I get mixed up.
Okay.
Justin Herbert.
That's a quarterback.
Oh. Is it the one you love?
I know you're thinking.
Give me a hint, because I know who it is.
He had the beautiful...
He got a haircut, and everyone hated it, right?
No, that's Justin Herbert.
He had what?
He had the Hail Mary touchdown catch. You really don't know? It's DeAndre Hopkins.
I know the name. I would never have said that, though. I just don't know, like, what teams. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. That was so mean.
You don't know who DeAndre Hopkins is.
I know the name.
Okay, alright. Do you know he's my favorite receiver in the league?
Now I do.
That's all am I.
4'9".
What?
5 foot.
So in this game, we want DeAndre Hopkins to do well because we never wish anything bad against DeAndre Hopkins. But we have to face the truth here. I don't think the Cardinals can beat the Rams.
You don't think? Or you know for sure?
Well, in this season, there's no knowing for sure.
It's true.
The Cardinals are 2.5 point underdogs, which I think is fair because I think this is going to be a very, very, very close. I just like bit my lip. This is going to be a very close game, but I do feel more comfortable taking the Rams -2.5 because let's face it. Oh my god. Because realistically, for the Cardinals, the 2.5 won't be enough to cover.
I feel like that girl on TikTok where she just sits there and she's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea
She
who you're
makes
talking
the
about.
same face in every post. You know?
It's kind of like Jared Goff, though. He makes the same face every time.
Yeah.
Anywho, I personally already think that the Rams over the Cardinals is a lock, but I think what solidifies it 100% is if they can get off to an early start on offense. Because look at the freaking numbers. The Rams under Sean McVay are 32-0 when they are leading at halftime. Isn't that crazy?
Insane.
They've never lost a game when they were already leading at the half. Like that's like
good.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rams over the Cardinals. Here, now you can kind of see how our little mini Christmas village is coming together. And speaking of the holidays, oh my god, I like don't even fit in the frame. This is a hot mess express right here. One-way ticket. All right, the Detroit Lions are set to take on the Chicago Bears this weekend, and the Bears have officially come out and said that Mitch Trubisky will be starting at quarterback. The Lions have lost 4 of their last 5 games, while the Bears have lost 5 of their last 5 games, and for some reason, the Bears are still favored by 3. While the Lions may be dealing with some injuries, I think we have to look back at what happened this season every time a team fired their head coach. Personally, I think the Bears are at a disadvantage here. If we look back at what happened this season when a handful of other teams fired their head coaches, they came out that next week and won. Now, neither of these teams are really stable and the Lions are dealing with some injuries, but my gut is telling me to take the Lions +3 here. I think the Bears did have us all fooled for a little bit at the beginning of this season, but now they're just starting to show their true colors and they look like the Bears that we all remember. Lions +3. Take it. After Sunday, the NFL schedule does get a little funky. We are gracious enough to have 2 Monday Night Football games this week. The Washington football team taking on the Steelers at 5, preceding the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers at our usual 8:15 time. I also just have to say it, watching football with the sun shining at 3:40 in the afternoon on a Wednesday felt super illegal. Now, I have seen some people make the case. Washington is coming off of a glamorous win against Dallas, and then they just had off for 11 straight days where they could chill, get ready, and prepare for this game against the Steelers. While on the other hand, the Steelers are at a very big disadvantage because their schedule got changed and then changed again, and now they are on a very short week. I do have to give Washington some credit. I do think they are turning into a solid football team. They seem to be getting more comfortable, and that is because of their fantastic coach, Ron Rivera. But there is absolutely no chance that they beat the Steelers. None. Zero. Not one single chance. If the Steelers are going to blow their undefeated record, it will not be to the Washington football team. To my family members that are Washington fans, though, you will like what I'm about to say. I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt. The Steelers are favored by 7 here, and I don't think they're going to cover that. I would take Washington +7, but the Steelers are going to come out on top.
Do you think the Eagles are going to win?
I'm not ready to have that conversation yet.
I'll take that as a no.
But I will talk about how I think the Cowboys are going to lose.
Oh.
Which is just as fun.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Because of how the schedule got switched around, we also have another Tuesday night game starting at 8:05 between the Cowboys and the Ravens.
Another Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday night football game. There's been a couple this year because of COVID.
Will there be Monday?
Yeah, there's 2 games on Monday.
Ooh.
I know. But yeah, so there will be a Tuesday night game. There is a lot of unknown surrounding this game because, you know, everybody on the Ravens got COVID.
Yeah.
That's why everything's all moved around.
Because the Wednesday.
The Wednesday, yeah, where I want to move or speak. It is still super unclear who the Cowboys will actually be playing against, as in which Ravens will be on the field. There is a chance that Lamar Jackson can come back and play, but as of now, we relatively know nothing. One thing I can tell you for sure is that the Ravens are still favored by 7.5. The Ravens are going to cover 7.5. Who am I kidding? You are up against the Cowboys defense that can stop relatively no one. And even if the Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson, they will get at least some of their starters back, which is more than enough to roll over the broken Cowboys team.
What quarterback does the Cowboys have?
They have Andy Dalton back.
Is that their backup?
It's their second string because Dak Prescott, who is their guy, is out for the season because his ankle literally turned around.
That was sad.
It was so sad, and I love Dak Prescott. He is great person, great quarterback. That was
I
sad.
feel bad for whoever had him on fantasy.
I know, and he was like, he's the #1 fantasy quarterback. Like, he is unbelievable in fantasy. And he's an unbelievable quarterback in general. The Cowboys just need a defense. Now it's not, did you just drink my soda?
Yeah. I got it. I could do whatever I want with that.
Fair enough. Now it's time to talk about my locks of the week, because I technically do have 2. Fun, right? Isn't that fun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. After last week and looking at the schedule for this week, I already had my lock picked out as Seahawks over the Giants. And now that is even more set in stone because the Giants have confirmed that Daniel Jones will not play in this game. The Seahawks defense will be up against Colt McCoy on the Giants. Sorry if we moved a little bit, my camera died, so I had to go take care of that very quickly. But from what we've seen this season, the Seahawks, their main weakness has been their defense, and now they're starting to figure out that as well, which overall just makes them such a complete team. They came out of the gates hot this season. Russell Wilson was like the guaranteed MVP vote for the first couple weeks. They had a little bit of a hiccup in the middle, but now I think they are starting that train upward. Lock it in. The Seahawks are going to win this game. Russell Wilson still has my vote for MVP, and I think they can easily cover the 10.5 point spread. That game was going to be my lock, whether Daniel Jones was playing or not, but now we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Cincinnati Bengals, which would have been such an incredible game. But now Joe Burrow is out for the season, and Tua Tagovailoa might not even play. So what could have been an incredible game between two phenomenal rookie quarterbacks, the future of the NFL, is now just a painfully average game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored by 12. So now the Bengals, without Joe Burrow, are strictly just the Bengals. The Dolphins will cover -12. And that is all I have for you today. Spency, come here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and decorating with us, and I hope all of my picks come through for you. What's your lock of the week this week?
Packers over the Eagles.
Have a great week 13, everybody. And before we go, I obviously have to show you what we did today. We didn't get to the tree, but we pretty much got everything else done. Bye.
Bye. Go make sure to like and subscribe to our channel now.